What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another video. And today we're gonna be talking about the morning routine that I use that makes me over 5 figures a month. Right now, I'm not home. I am dog sitting right now, but I do want to talk to y'all about what I do on a everyday basis every morning. How I kind of just get my mind ready. I mentally prepare for the church. And yeah, so really, it's honestly very simple. You don't have to have a super crazy, outlandish morning routine where you wake up at 5 a.m. and you work out and do all this extra stuff. Nah, you honestly, I would say the simpler the better because trading is such a mental game. You don't want to overwork yourself in the morning because what I found is for myself when I do a lot more in the morning. If I try to wake up earlier and first I'm cutting my sleep. Then like when I wake up earlier and I might have worked out or done whatever the case may be in the morning. I kind of feel entitled coming into the market. I feel like the market owes me money because like, oh, I just did all this in the morning. Now like I have to and I have to make money. So I don't really like doing too much in the morning. I honestly keep my morning simple, but what I do every morning, my routine simply is just I wake up same time every morning. Well, honestly, no later than I'll say, because sometimes my body wakes me up earlier, but no later than 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 every morning, an hour before market open. I come outside, I get some type of sunlight, some type of just time outside, off my phone, and I'm just kind of balancing, recalibrating my mind, whatever the case, waking up. And then from here, really, I talk to God, and that's it. I go back inside, I brush my teeth, do what I got to do, and then I get on the charts where I might eat some fruit, just do something simple, do something calm, and that's essentially it. Like I would say honestly, keep it as simple as possible. If working out for you before you trade works, do that. If reading a book works, just find what works for you. I found what works for me. Me personally, just coming outside. I pray to God every morning. Just spending time within, nature and all that. That is what has been working for me and brought me the best results because, like I said, when I found myself like doing too much, I would essentially be coming into the market like they owe me something. Like, okay, I just did all this morning. Now, y'all, I have to make money, or else my mornings are gonna be like a waste in a way. So I didn't want to go into the market like that. I didn't want to go into my days like that. So I stopped doing that. It's just about being self-reflective because the losing days hurt a lot more. The winning days felt very good, but the losing days hurt a lot more. And you don't want to do that. I'm getting bit up out here. You don't want it to be like that. So find you a morning routine. Keep it simple. Keep it whatever the case may be. Whatever works for you. If more works for you, then cool. But for me personally, I would say keep it simple and do what do it every day. Do not skip a day. Be consistent with it. And that's essentially it. Try to go to sleep around the same time every night as well. Just keep your mornings balanced, keep them relatively the same because once you catch that routine and you can, do them on a daily basis and really stay consistent with it, it makes it a lot better for your and a lot easier for your body to do it naturally. And when your body wakes you up naturally, that's kind of a good sign. It's when you know that you got enough sleep, that you're feeling good, that your body is, if you went to sleep around a positive time and all that. But yeah, like find y'all a morning routine, find out what works for y'all, and then do it every morning. Stay consistent with it and do it every morning. And yeah, but I'm gonna finish up I'm outside with the dogs right now. I'm dog sitting, I'm not home. But essentially it though. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time out here, calibrate my mind, do all that, and then we'll catch you on the charts. So yeah. Peace.
All right, what's popping, everybody? Welcome to this is actually gonna be part two of the vlog, actually. And before we even get into the cherry cap, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that the Discord. I'm trying to fix this camera, my fault. That the Discord is now up. Y'all can all join. I'm gonna link it in the description. I'm gonna link it in the comments. Why is not letting me test the camera? Here we go. I'm gonna link it in the description. I'm linking it in the comments so that y'all can go join that. It is going to be free for the first 2 months. Now, the reason it's going to be free for the first 2 months is because I am going to be going back to college, so I want to get a feel on how it's going to be to run it. This is my first time running it, as y'all know, so I want to really see how it's going to be manageable. And since I do go back to school in a couple weeks, and I don't want to charge y'all for something if I can't give y'all my full 110% effort into it. So it's going to be free for the first 2 months so I can get acclimated with school and everything. So you're going to get the first 2 months of the program for free where y'all have access to me, my live trading calls, and everything. Ask many questions, whatever the case may be. It's gonna be free first 2 months. Join, link in the description. But that means, let's get into this trade recap. How I almost crashed out today. Had a very good trading day today. I made $1,000 across the 5 Top Step accounts. Then I made like $3,400 on this Take Profit Trader account. It's a couple $100 away from getting past, but I'm not even gonna try to pass it today because you have to. If y'all know of Take Profit Trader, you have to have 5 trading days on the eval. So I'm on day 3 right now. So I'm gonna just, micro scalp for the next 2 days to make that extra whatever I gotta make. But that's that, neither here nor there. This is what I was looking at going into today. So starting the day off, we had a very, very strong SMT with ES. Let's go back. Very strong SMT with ES. Why are these both M and Q? That's odd. All right, as y'all can see, very strong SMT. ES was all the way up here and Q was all the way down here. So we had a very strong bullish SMT. However, we also had a bearish SMT at London at the moment, going into market open. We had an SMT at London low. So I was really just being patient. We had this right here, but we also had the SMT at London low. And as y'all know, London low is a very prominent draw on liquidity. And you have to take that into account every time. So we had that, but we also had this. So I was really just being patient. I wanted to wait and see, what the market was going to give us. Now, I was recognizing that we were respecting this 15-minute imbalance right here. That was kind of like my main focus from the day. We were also in this 4-hour imbalance, as y'all can see right quick. We were also in this 4-hour imbalance. 4-hour plus the 15-minute, as y'all know, with time frame alignment. If y'all watched that video I did make, go watch it. It's on my channel. But time frame alignment, the 4-hour and the 15-minute are in sync. So looking at the 15-minute being respected, and then when you look at, you have to break it down fractally, the 15-minute and then the 1 minute, 15-minute or the 3 minutes. So from there, I'm looking at the 1 and 3 minute, trying to gauge an idea of where price wants to potentially go. So I'm waiting on market open. Boom, as y'all can see, we had an instant sell-off from market open. From here, I'm just being patient. I'm waiting for some type of retracement. We then put in this 3-minute imbalance right here that we put in an SMT at. I'll show y'all. And ES ended up tapping this imbalance. NQ never did. So from there, I was kind of just waiting. I was watching. Once NQ respected the 3-minute SMT, I ended up taking my first position on this inverse 30-second fair value gap. And as y'all can see, I just broke down every time frame and how it all aligned and how it all correlated. It's me taking the trade on a 30-second. I would not recommend just watching a 30-second and trying to catch an entry from there. You have to make sure that it aligns with what you want to see on the higher time frame, and that is exactly what this trade did. So we took the inversion 30-second. Stop was at this high right here, targeting this low initially, and then I wanted to see a continuation into previous lunchtime low, which was right here. So as y'all can see, got that straight sell-off move. I'm gonna put on my executions right quick so I can show y'all. Now, I'm going to also show y'all where I went wrong at. So, boom, as y'all can see, this is my initial entry. I said if we respect this volume imbalance, I'm going to pyramid. So that is what I did. I ended up pyramiding on this position. Rolled it all the way down to the low. We put it in SMT, so I ended up taking off partial position. And then I left the runner. And as y'all can see, I ended up getting stopped at break even. From there, I ended up re-entering right here on this 15-second displacement candle, because 15-second inversion fair value gap still respected the order block. I still want to see a continuation lower, so I figured I got stopped on it. So I re-entered with lighter size. This is where I think I could have just honestly, well, my first mistake is I should have just took off all at this low. Honestly, I was only in with 3 contracts on NQ, and since I am trying to pass this account, I need to keep every dollar I make. So there's no real point in leaving runners for real. Now, yes, we were only a couple ticks away, but I should have honestly just took off all at that low, I think. Actually, no, I'm lying. It wasn't bad to take off all of this low, but it's just the amount of money that I was up per contract. Since I was in with 3 contracts, I was up like $900 per contract at this point. So I took off 2 contracts, and I'm still floating an extra damn $1,000. It's like, is that really smart to do when you're trying to pass an account? No. But in a regular trade, a regular position, I would say it's completely fine with leaving a runner here, moving your stop to break even, which is what I did. I just think that caused me to kind of want to make that extra, $1,000 I just gave back from the market, which is not good. Something that I am still working on, just completely disconnected from the money. I shouldn't have re-entered. I should have just honestly called it the day after I got stopped at break even, but I didn't. So as y'all can see, stopped out, or I entered, stopped out. Then I was like, oh, this is a V-shaped recovery. We have an open 5-minute imbalance right above us. I'm gonna take this V-shaped long. As y'all can see, got stopped out again. But then from there, I recognized that we were still respecting the daily opening gap. We're still holding that and claiming it. So I'm like, all right, we're probably going to continue to sell off, especially because ES was a lot weaker at this point. I'm going to show y'all right quick. ES was very weak. Right here, ES was not showing any signs of bullish momentum. We had inverse this 30-second. We were just constantly respecting that. So from there, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to short one more time. And at this point, I'm up like $600 in the day. Originally, I was up $1,800. Now I'm up 600. Or no, I was up like 1,500. Now I'm up 600. So I'm like, all right, if I lose this, I'm break even on the day. If I win, I'm back in profit. So I took the trade. Not the proudest of it, but the trade did end up working, as y'all can see. We ended up, riding it down to that low that we wanted to see. I trailed my stop once we got this respect of this inverse 30-second. As y'all can see, I moved my stop to this high once we started to respect it. Risk-free trade from there. Well, really, once we got this initial displacement, I went break even. Then I trailed my stop into profit once we got this candle right here. As y'all can see, I was break even from there. Moved my stop into profit once we got this displacement candle. And rode it to that low. So I rode it to this low. So as y'all can see, that was that. I took this also on my 5 XFA accounts, and I'll just show y'all. I'm trading them off my phone now because it's just easier since I'm not at my actual home desk to trade back and forth. But I'll just run y'all through the. How do I show y'all on here? I don't want to I made $1,000 flat across, every account. So I'm mad at it. Pretty good day. Very happy with how today went. Definitely could have managed it a little bit better. Definitely shouldn't have given back. I would say, honestly, any of these trades, I should have probably just got off once I took that initial trade. But you live and you learn, though, thankfully, that we did still come out on top. And yeah, that being said, though, Discord is out free first 2 months. This is really going to be a trial run for me. I don't want to charge y'all for something that I'm not, I've never done this before. So I'm going to be learning with y'all. So I'm not going to charge y'all for it. First 2 months is free. Once I get into college, you're going to see how all that goes in my schedule and everything. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all, join up. Link in the bio, link in the description. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.